Hey everybody, Roland Smith here with Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. Got you with me out here on the back deck, cleaning up the old kayak, getting ready for kayak season. Yesterday I attempted to make a trap basket video. Wasn't satisfied at all with it. Put it up, took it back down, gonna try it again. Didn't seem like I could get my point across just the way I wanted to. Don't want to talk about no kind of gear that I use. On the line, I want to talk about the trap basket. Had a lot of questions about this basket. Now, first of all, let me start by saying, before I get into all that, I'm no professional. I'm not paid to endorse Loring packs. They don't send me no freebies in merchandise, and they don't pat me on the back and send me a little check every month. I'm just telling you what works for me, talking just like I feel. Trapping in the southeastern Kentucky, on these ridge lines, cliff lines, hollers, fields, and streams, I know what I have to have and what works for me. And what works for me might not work for you. But I know the Loring pack is without a doubt, for me, the best product on the market. It's an investment. I've had this thing for 4 years and used it without issue. Made a few modifications to make things a little easier on me, but I've used it without issue. I've had 2 coons and a bobcat in this pack along with my gear, walking 4 miles off the line. Since then, I've had a rotator cuff repair and a knee replacement, but nevertheless, that's what I've had in this pack. This one, they have different sizes, but this one's 28 inches deep. It's 13 across the back, 13 inches across the back. And the thickness of this thing is about 14 and a quarter to 14 and a half inches. Got brass rivets made of synthetic mildew rot resistant material. And like I said, you could probably go buy you a big Adirondack pack for $200 or $300. That's fine and dandy. But are you going to be willing to throw that big $200 or $300 pack basket in the snow and in the mud and the muck and the mower? I wouldn't be. And if I did it that way, would it last me 4 years without issue? I could get online, go to Amazon, look up them little old fiberglass baskets that's got the little toolbox on the back. Common sense, just being an old country boy, common sense is going to teach me that 0-degree weather, that fiberglass container is going to be rigid. When I go to throw my hammer in there, or put a coon in there, or a bobcat, or reach down in there and try to spread it open, bust it all to pieces because it's cold and rigid, spent $40 or $50 on it, then I have to buy another one, $40 or $50. Makes no sense to me. This thing, if you'll go back in the YouTube review videos, there's a few guys that put this thing through some abuse. They tie it up on its side and they swing in a tree, and they get down in it and they pack one another in the yard, and they throw it out of a moving vehicle, even run over it with a pickup truck. So it's an investment. Now the liner doesn't come with it. You have to buy the liner separate. And I'm going to show you why you need a liner. First of all, it's got a drawstring closure. Keeps everything nice and dry on the inside. Because I'm going to tell you something, if you trap like I trap, you walk in the rain, freezing rain, snow, through the briars, up the cliff line, around the hill, down over the cliff line, around the ridge top, you got to go where they are. And this works. And here's another reason why you want the trap basket liner. I don't know if you can see it or not. Need to clean it out. It's got pockets all around the circumference of the liner. And that keeps everything organized and situated. By memory, you can reach in your little pocket, get what you need to either do a reset, a repair, or your equipment. I've done a few modifications to this one because I had a rotator cuff repair. What I had done was I had taken Army issue suspenders and cut the straps off, took a stitch off, put me some padding on the webbing, along with a shoulder or a chest strap across the front. Makes life a little bit easier on me. Added a hammer holster for my digger tool. But now I'm telling you, brass, like I said, brass rivets. "4 years through the briars, across the ridge top, and around the cliff lines. 4 years without issue." Like I said, Loring doesn't pat me on the back and send me a little check every month. They don't give me no attaboys. They don't give me no free merchandise. I'm just telling you what works for me. And the Loring pack is an investment. The only thing I'd have done different with this pack, I would have got the Blaze Orange liner. They make a Blaze Orange. I don't know if they make a camouflage white, regular camouflage, but the Blaze Orange would have been one of my hindsights, because I'm the kind of feller that's in these ridge tops and streams and creeks, and if something happens to me, that's how I hurt my shoulder. I fell back into the creek and caught myself and tore that rotator cuff. But if I couldn't be audible, if I couldn't sound off using a whistle or whatever, and they would have been looking for me, I'd have been gone a day or two out in bad weather now. They would have been able to see me. I wear orange all the time, but I wished I had gotten, that's why I got that right there tied to the back of it, but I wished I'd gotten the Blaze Orange. And that's my advice to you. They make 3 sizes, I believe this, 3 sizes of this, a small, or a medium, a large, and extra large. This is the large. You got one step up, I believe. I'll have to do some research. But on another note, you buy it, you buy the liner. Every year, turn your liner inside out. Don't use no chemicals. Don't use no chemicals. Don't use no dishwashing liquid. No spray cleaner. Just pure water. Maybe a brush, and brush the inside of it. Turn the pockets out. Turn the whole thing inside out and spray it all out. Spray all that debris, because if you use a trap basket like I do, leaves and bags and I've had wings and feathers and bait and dog food and everything else inside my trap basket. Turn that thing inside out, which that's what I've got to do to this one. Turn it inside out and spray it down. Don't put nothing scented in there, because whatever you put scented in there is going to be on your gear. But invest in a Loring trap basket if you want to trap, or if you want to try to attempt to trap. Now the small or the medium, I guess it is. It might be the small, medium, and large. This may be the large. I'll have to look that up. It's been 4 years. The liner has no damage. The attachments, the webbing, the straps, the body itself, very flexible, has no damage. I'd say this will be the last trap basket I'll own. But go back and look at some of the videos, review videos, and if you buy a Loring pack basket, you decide to use a Loring pack basket, start out with a small. If you just road trapping, start out with a small, something small. Get you a small Loring trap basket. It's an investment well worth it. And like I said, I'm not paid to do this. They don't pat me on the back. They don't get me views. But I know what works for me in the hills and hollers of southeastern Kentucky, wading through the creeks and through the rosy briars and And if you'll go back and look at my coyote videos and some of my other videos, with my frog togs on in the pouring rain, hoofing it around the cliff line, that's the way I trap. May have to modify since the knee replacement. It is what it is. But maybe the next video I'll do some, when it comes to trapping, I'll do some gear review, some trap pan tension. But hopefully I'll have that kayak out on the water wetting me a hook, and you'll be there as well. Appreciate the subscribers. I want to say that. Appreciate your views, your comments, your input. I can take constructive criticism if it's common sense constructive criticism. See what I'm saying? You got a lot of trolls that want to downplay, and I've been called everything in the book because I trap. That's all fine and dandy. I'll just delete your comment. But if you got any constructive criticism, any ideas that I could use on this trap basket, maybe a lid. You know, I thought about making taking a 5-gallon bucket lid, cutting it square, making a lid. And, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do to modify these. But man, these are nice. I'm telling you. If I ever lost this trap basket for any reason whatsoever, I'd replace this trap basket with this trap basket right here, this style, a Loring. Get a Loring, you'll be glad you did. But I hope to catch you on the water, maybe in the next video. This Roland Smith Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. Appreciate your views. Appreciate my subscribers, people that follow along and encourage. I appreciate you. Go farther, stay longer. I'll catch you out in the field.